and I put them in a little magnetic tray type thing. It doesn't fit very well. But these are the 4 colors that I'm going to use. It's kind of hard to see. This one is like a darker pink color. This one is like a, almost like a maroon, but it looks brown. It's really not, and it's a shimmer. This one is a lighter pink, and this one is a very lighter pink. It's not a cream. So I'm going to take, I'm excited to use my new brushes I got. I'm going to take this dome shaped brush, and I'm going to pick up the lightest pink color, which it is almost like a cream, just to kind of dust all over. I didn't put much powder on my lid a minute ago because the concealer and the foundation works as a really good eye primer beforehand. So this is kind of just like a base color. It looks funny with no brows. Just saying. Let's see if I can make this eye look as pretty as Kendall made it look. I watched her video the other day and I liked it. I hear you two over there. Alright, I'm going to use the same dome brush. I'm trying to remember which order she put it in. To pick up some of the, I think it's 1106, the number on it. I'll check that info out and make for sure. And just to hit this part right here, and just kind of, because it's still a fluffy brush, so it's not getting, you know, a whole lot of product, and it's still really easy to manipulate. I'm just doing it down to my crease though, because that's where the darker one's going to come in. I don't know which brush I should use. I'm just going to stick with that one. Okay, I'm going to pick up the darker one. It's really super duper pigmented. Like, you just barely touch it and you're getting that. So with the darker colors, you extremely have to be careful. And with this fluffy shape brush, this dome shape brush, if you just put it right there in on your crease, the bristles kind of fan out, so without picking it up, it's going to stay right there in your crease bone. You don't want to pick your eyes up really high like that, because if you do, it's going to, when you put them back down, it's going to be in the wrong place. But you can kind of just go like this to hit your crease without ever picking it up. Just leaving the brush in the same place, or you can do kind of little circular motion and it's going to stay right in your crease. Just for some depth, I have a hooded eye, so I need depth in my eye right there. brush I'm looking for. I don't know. Yes, I'm a lefty. I do everything backwards apparently. But right for me, huh? I cannot find the brush that I'm looking for. What the heck did I do with it? I haven't even used my eye brushes yet. Okay, we'll just go with this one even though it's not the right one. Okay, so I'm using the light pink color, not the lightest pink. Oh, you are too? Yay! They say we're smarter. Shh, we're not supposed to tell. No, not really. I'm dits. Okay, so the light pink color. But what I'm gonna do is, because I want this color to really stand out on my lid, I'm gonna spray it with the finishing spray, just my brush. After I pick a little bit up, so I've got it on the end, and I'm just gonna spritz it. And then I'm gonna drop it. Yeah, I know, it's really hard to do my right eye. Okay, so this kind of just sets it. And then I can go back with a little bit more and pick it up after it's dry. And it sets a lot better. Especially since my skin tone is darker, and I mean, if I had, you know, really porcelain looking skin, I wouldn't have to make it so noticeable because it would just kind of show, but it doesn't show on me. Okay, so same thing with the other eye. And because it's wet, I am patting it. I'm not like swiping it. So now with a little bit more dry, and pat it again. Pinks typically never look good on me. And I'm kind of digging these. Okay, I need to brighten up my crease area a little bit. So I'm going to use the same color, but with just a different brush, and put it right here. Okay, back to my blending brush. Just kind of want to blend this a little bit more. I've really got to do my brows. I'm using super duper really light strokes too. I'm not a circle person. I can't do those circles real well. I know technically that works for a lot of people. Doesn't work for me. And then I'm just going to add a little bit more depth into my crease because now that I'm looking at it, I didn't get as much as I wanted. Now I kind of know where my crease is, so after I drop it, then I'll open my eye wider because it is hooded. But technically when you're first starting to drop it, you don't want to have your eye open like this. You'll get it in the wrong spot. Okie doke. Oh, and then this color, the darker pink color, I promise I'll do the numbers for y'all in a minute. I'm gonna sweep under my eye too. Somebody remind me to put those colors up for you so that you can see which ones they are. But my light is really extremely bright. Whenever I turn it off and do a picture in a minute, you'll be able to see it better. I am going to do my brow because it's really just kind of driving me insane. I'm going to go ahead and do it with my palette and the liner brush. So when doing brows, you always want to brush it up, especially if you have thin brows and you're trying to make them thicker. Just kind of brush them up. Is anyone else considering the microblading? I really want to do that. I hate dealing with my brows all the time, just because they're so thin. And my scar over here keeps this one from growing down any farther. So I really want to just have them done. When doing your brow, pick a darker color for the bottom line and then a lighter color for the top. You're considering it, Brooke? I really want to have it done. I really, really do. All my friends that have it, I'm like obsessed with it. Okay, so pick a darker color for the bottom line and then a lighter color to fill in the top part of your brow. And then always go back in with one of these and kind of soften the top line up. The bottom line can stay harsh because you want it to contrast, but not the top line. So, because my brows are pretty dark, I'm going to go with these two right here. Kelly, what time is it? 12:10. I gotta hurry. I have a lunch date at 12:30. Yes, it is becoming extremely popular because people are tired of dealing with their brows all the time. Where do you live? You live somewhere in Texas, don't you? Erica, it's like, yeah, I mean, it's a form of tattooing, yes, but they're doing separate little hair strokes, so it literally looks like like hair. Oh, Baltimore, right. Okay. Anyways, it's like doing separate little strokes of hair, so it doesn't look like a Sharpie brow. You know, it's not completely filled in and solid everywhere. You should Google it. It's extremely, really, it's extremely pretty. Okay, so for the lighter color, I'll just kind of fill in a little bit. I feel like my brows take me as long as the rest of my eyeshadow. I get tired of doing it. Kelly, will you let Boomer in? Please. Okay. Yay! I have brows now. I feel better. And then I'll just kind of take this and just kind of brush back through, but especially more on my top. Just to make sure it's softened up. My hair is so short now. Where's my liner that I'm looking for? I have It's not in there either. What the heck? Well, I was about to use a liquid liner, but now I don't know where it is. I need to clean out my stuff. I have a lime crime that I wanted to use until my other one comes in. Limelight has a really good liquid eyeliner. It's just currently out of stock until like July 11th, I think. So I'm patiently waiting. I don't know where my other one is. I give up. No, I don't, because it's going to frustrate me. Oh, I'll have to give up. I do have, let's see, I have a perfect, I don't have a proper. Let's use it. Okay. Yes, I know I'm not supposed to pull on the eye. Cannot do liquid liner without doing that though. I just can't. Hey Chandler, y'all have an orthodontist appointment today at 2. I'm going, so don't go outside and get all icky.
What time?
At 2. I'm going to my lunch meeting thing, and then I'll come back home and bring y'all.
I hate going to
Kylie, what are you doing? I see you shoving your phone towards me. She thinks it's hilarious to record me and send it on Snapchat to everybody. Stop. This liner is like almost dry. That's why it's taking me a little bit longer. And I'm trying to fill it in through my lashes. And I'm still getting blank spots. Good enough. I really don't like it when I don't have anything on the bottom. So let me just tightline a little bit. A lot of time my eyes look real, you can't do that. I only tightline because my eyes look really big and wide a lot of times, and I like them more of an, you know, almond shape, slanted. So I tightline in the water lines so that they, see, this one still looks really big and open. This one looks more the shape that I want. You can kind of trick the shape of your eyes if you just know how to do a liner like that. Not everybody has to do that. So lots of my friends do it with a white liner to make the eyes look more open. Okay. Yeah, that one watered a little bit, but it'll get in a second. Not bad. So, which color should I use, do y'all think? We have Wedding Cake. I'm about to do our mascara too. We have Wedding Cake, which is like a pretty shimmery mauve color. I think this might be the only shimmer. And then this one's macaron. This is one I wore yesterday. It's darker, but I really like it. It's like a darker maroon brown. I don't know where my creme brulee is. It's probably in my purse. I don't know. Hey, Kylie? Go get my purse, please. Hurry. My mascara's in my purse. I'm really birthday cake. Wedding cake. Birthday cake. I would have said that too. Yeah, it's a really pretty shimmer. I think that's probably the one I'll wear. Anyway, my mascara is always in my purse. Because I always do my mascara in the car. I don't know why. Just weird like that. Thank you. What should be in here? What do with it? Sorry. I feel so unorganized these last couple days. Like everything. I'm not used to being out of whack. Yeah, I honestly have no idea what I did with my mascara. So we'll just go ahead and do lips. And then I'll see you guys. I really don't know what I did with it. Okay, so this is just like a neutral lip liner. And eyeliners are really super creamy. The other thing that I learned in Dallas was most times when you do your lip, you will go start from here and go down, and that will actually make your lip look smaller. But just the way that it curves, if you will go this way up to the middle, it'll make it look bigger without having to outside, you know, line outside. Oh my gosh, I know. I've been in such a whirlwind. That's exactly what it feels like. But it's a good whirlwind, you know? After like not being happy with what I was doing for so long, it's exciting to be excited again. Okay. You know, I'm really sorry I don't know what to do with my mascara. I'll have to go find it. I was going to do a mascara demo for you. Okay, wedding cake. It kind of smells like wedding cake too. What are you two doing over there? I like that color. What did I use on my brows? And what did I use today? Like full face? What did I used to use on my brows? Just being really honest, I didn't really like the brow products from my company that I was with, so I had always been using a prim eyeliner, and I would fill it in with pigments. And then the other day, it's somewhere, I had ordered a NYX brow kit, and it was okay. I mean, I kind of like, there it is, I kind of like the wax because you can shape your brow with the wax and then go just kind of stipple some pigment over it and then brush through it, and it looks pretty natural. But I just, when we use these pigments easier, I just like it better. It looks more natural to me. So that's what I used on my brows today, was two shades from my eye palette. These two. Darker one for the bottom, lighter one for the top. Thank you. Yes, they do look more natural. And then of course I used a little spoolie brush to brush through the top part of it to make it look softer and more natural. Start to finish, let's see, I used, well, first of all, I cleansed my face, which I'm super duper bad with skincare, but I'm really excited for this because my pores have been getting ridiculous. and this is supposed to really help. This is Quench Cleanse. And then I used Skin Therapist, which is a really good moisturizer, Must Do, which is another really good, but one's water-based and one's oil-based, and you kind of need both to balance your skin. Then I sprayed with a primer spray, first base, which I need to finish setting my face with a setting spray. A setting spray will go a long way if you've never used one before. It'll really seal in your makeup, make it look more flawless, and it says it's 10 years younger finishing spray, which I'm not sure I quite need that yet, but maybe. Then I used the Botanical Foundation in an Olive 2, which now that I added bronzer to it, doesn't look near as light anymore, but Olive 4 is probably my color. I just wanted to see. Use Olive 2 Botanical Foundation with a buffing brush. Then I used Concealer 3. Yeah, Concealer 3 with the same buffer brush to go under. I set it with our Perfect Press powder, and I used the blush 6 for a highlight, and I used blush 5, I believe, for the middle color. And then I used several different eye colors on my eye, actually 4, and I don't know the numbers, but I'll have to put it on there. That way you can tell.